Hello, it's me, Hannah. I'm outside again. I don't know if it's the last video I posted on here, like a few ones, but apparently when I like to be wise, I like to be outside, I guess. I don't know. But this video is kind of about like pushing. Well, there's a bug. Pushing through insecurity slash how to get more confident, get that confidence up. I'm gonna tell you everything that helped me, and like let me preface that confidence is like a journey. Like it's you're not going to be confident every single day, but hopefully with these steps you can feel confident more often than not, sort of thing. I just want to say, like, to preface, I guess, the fake it till you make it strategy is such a good strategy, but you need to also do the work when you do fake it till you make it. So, my steps are internal. I'm going to show you how to fake it till you make it while doing the work, basically. So, let's start with that. Step one, know thyself. Ask yourself, why am I insecure? What makes me feel insecure? Why do I maybe feel this way? And then when you figure out why you feel insecure, what makes you insecure, what action you're doing where you feel insecure, then take it back. Think back, okay, maybe why do I feel this way? Why do I have this perception of myself? I'll say my insecurities too, so we're all sharing, okay? My insecurity is like being overweight growing up, and now obviously it's just I kind of feel gross. Sometimes I'll feel gross and like I'm making people uncomfortable by just existing. And I have to think, okay, why do I feel this way? For me, it's how fat people are portrayed in the media: gross, overbearing, angry. There's so many negative connotations when it comes to fat people in the media that's why I feel that way. Okay, so now we take it back, we address it. So now that you know what your insecurities are, now that you have a list or you have some ones where you really want to fix right now, your main points, step two is deciding if you want to change these or if you want to accept them. That's like, I think where a lot of us get lost is we automatically think maybe we have to change them. There's nothing wrong with changing yourself in a healthy way if you want to. But the thing is, you gotta come from love. If you don't like have your own like love and support of yourself, then it's kind of like I feel like you can what's it called? Get burnt out quicker with your journey. In my personal experience, there's people walking by and it's like I'm doing this on my balcony, but it's like I'm scared, I'm nervous. Okay, anyways, do you want to change or do you want to accept these insecurities for what they are? Change is not a bad thing. We're changing all the time. Our lives are changing all the time. Earth's changing all the time. Nothing stays the same. Even if you feel like your life has stayed the same, literally you could probably look back 2 months ago and see that your life is vastly different. The wind's agreeing with me. The wind's agreeing with me. Hey guys, the wind's agreeing with me. So yeah, change. But now, if you want to accept this part of yourself, you have to come from love and compassion. If you want to accept, then we have to change our beliefs. We have to change the thought process. We have to change how we think towards ourselves. Okay, instead of weight, let's do my looks. Let's say I think I'm ugly and think I look like a monster, but there's nothing I can do about my face. I don't want to do plastic surgery. I don't like the feeling of makeup. I'm not being a pick me. I just personally, I don't like when things are on my face, okay? That's all I'm saying. Makeup is beautiful. I wish I could do it. I personally, this is my experience. I don't like the feeling of makeup. So where do we go from here, right? Where do we go from here? Well, I change how I talk about myself. I change how I view myself. Once you see yourself as just like a human girl, like I'm just a human, like why am I taking my look so seriously? It kind of helps for me. But change the beliefs. When you look in the mirror, go, oh, I'm so beautiful. Affirmations always help. Hello, editing Hannah to better explain myself, I guess. So affirmations are known to help us because in a way it's just kind of talking good about yourself. There's the theory that if you say negative things like, oh my god, my life is going horribly, oh my god, my life is going horribly, then negative things you start attracting into your life. Like basically you are a mirror. I get more in depth with this later, but that can even just go for your looks, for your confidence. Oh, I'm so beautiful. Oh, I'm so articulate. Oh, I said so. Oh, I talk so well, but I was like, oh, I talk so well, let me say the word articulate. Imagine I used it wrong. Anyways, you're kind of hyping yourself up and your brain just like starts to believe it. Like you don't even have to believe it at first. You can only just say, oh, I'm so beautiful. But you're consciously making an effort to change, so your subconscious is kind of changing from my understanding. But that is basically the concept. You talk positive about yourself, you start to feel more positive about yourself. It's like if you step in mud, you're gonna feel muddy. So that's the negative thoughts. If you step into a pretty flower field, okay, now you feel so pretty and flowery. That's basically what you're doing to your brain. That's your words to yourself. Does that make sense? I'm hoping making sense. Anyways, then back to me in the video. Honestly, it's all about changing the beliefs, because this is something we're accepting. We're changing how we approach them. Maybe we're changing how we talk about ourselves, but we're accepting. And let's say it's your ability to go forth in your career. Maybe you have some career insecurity. You can always say, no, I'm strong.
I can deal with what's being handed to me. I am meant for this work. I know I can do this work.
Because insecurity comes from not having confidence in ourselves. So we have to build our confidence in ourselves. And doing that, we're changing the belief. Does that make sense? And with affirmations, you can just say them. You don't have to feel all this stuff a lot of the time. Anyways, I think I'm going off topic. Also, never like force yourself to be confident, because it's not realistic to be confident 100 times out of 10. 100 times out of 10? That's not a possibility. 100 times out of 100. Like, dealing with insecurity is just a part of everyday life. And with that, we have to hold ourselves with compassion and love. Like I said in the beginning, that's the main thing. You have to have compassion and love towards yourself, or you're not going to really get anywhere on your self-love journey. It's not bad to be insecure. You're just experiencing life. You're experiencing emotions. That's what you also have to think about. It's like you're literally just experiencing. So don't hold yourself to like this crazy high standard where you have to be confident all the time and you have to know what you're doing, you have to know what you're saying. And if you make someone cringe, then oh my god, you're horrible. You're just living life. You're living life. I'm living life. Susie's living life. You don't think about Susie and say Susie hates herself, right? She hates her style. She hates all this. You don't think about that unless Susie comes to you and goes, oh my god, I hate myself. Like, okay, I'm gonna use Shane Dawson as an example. I don't like Shane Dawson. Putting that on the internet right now. Did I used to like Shane Dawson? Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about that. Currently and forever going forward, I don't like Shane Dawson, right? But everybody made jokes about Shane Dawson because that's what he does about himself. If you make inferiority complex jokes, if you make self-hating jokes, that's what's gonna get reflected back to you. It's a mirror. Life and world is a mirror. We're all mirrors. So actually, my sister, she's so wise. She told me all this, and it really is true. People who approach things with confidence get treated like, okay, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. If you have all these insecurities and you're battling your insecurities, that's okay. That's fine. That's not negative. But when you approach the world, you have to not care, because at the end of the day, they don't care unless you give them something to care about. So if I'm always like, oh, I'm so ugly, I'm so ugly. There's a bee, there's a bee, there's a bee, there's a bee. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm allergic to bees, so I like don't want to be near them because I'm allergic to honey, and apparently if you're allergic to honey, you're more likely allergic to bees. So that was a scary experience. That was a very scary experience. Oh my freaking god. Okay. Okay, hopefully it doesn't come near me. Thank you so much. Do you get what I'm saying though, overall? Also, when it comes to just like navigating the world and having confidence in yourself, like obviously there's people you love, people you care about, but at the end of the day, it's you and your head, it's you and your thoughts. It's just you and how you perceive yourself, and that gets reflected back to you. So, and when we treat ourselves, we have to treat ourselves with kindness. This is also my trick with treating yourself like kindness. Think about your younger self, because eventually you're going to look back at this time in your life when you're 60, 30. A lot of the time it's like, oh my god, why was I so insecure? Why was I holding myself back? Why was I doing this? I was in my youth. Like, you're always growing. You're always getting older. Even when I look back at like high school Hannah, what was that? 7 years ago. I was 15. When I look back when I'm 15, I'm like, oh my god. Like, why did I let insecurity rule my life? But I had friends, but I couldn't enjoy my friends because the whole time I'm like, okay, do I look ugly? Oh, I'm being annoying. Oh my god, when I'm talking, everybody's probably thinking, shut up, Hannah, shut up, Hannah. And then that just kind of forces, like, everything comes out awkward now when you're over analyzing yourself. Just think, I'm a human having a human connection with these humans. And if they don't like it, guys, when people don't like you, they will let you know. They will literally let you know in subtle ways and not subtle ways. And then you don't need to be around them. That's also, you don't need to be around them. You don't need to change yourself for people. In your life, you are the main character. You are the number one. So you have to surround yourself with people who like you for you. If you're trying to always appease other people, now you're not confident because you're afraid Sally Sue doesn't like you or like what you just talked about. It's like, that's no way to live. That's really no way to live, guys. We have to live according to us. We have to live according to our likes, according to our dislikes, according to our lives. But yeah, you life is just living according to you, chasing your happiness, chasing what makes you happy, what makes you confident. And when you do that, I feel like your confidence will easily grow because you're doing things that are suited for you, suited how you want to be perceived, not how other people will be perceiving you. And I also feel like the last message is kind of mixed in this, I just didn't really say it, is to not care, to not care about other people's opinions. I know sometimes that's hard, but what for me helps me is I take myself like out of it. Like Hannah here, Hannah's soul here on earth, Hannah. Oh my god, of course I want to be liked. Of course I want people to care about me. That's probably why in the thumbnail I'm like giving all the angles and I'm like trying my best, right? That's natural. That's human. But higher me also knows that's not everything. That's not all I am. That's not all there is to life. So once you start living life according to you and not caring how someone perceives you, is when things become so much happier. That's when life becomes so much better, so much happier. Because insecurity, I feel as well, it just comes from how we think we're being perceived, how we think someone's feeling about us. If we live life where it's just like, I'm happy, I'm doing this, you see people who are like, what's like something that's like looked down upon, whatever that may be. Let's just say cosplaying, right? That could be looked down upon. No hate to cosplayers. I really don't care. That's the thing. Because if they're having fun, who am I, Hannah, sitting on my porch at 11 a.m. filming a YouTube video being like, cosplayers, I don't like them. Those are people that are insecure. Those are people who care about everybody's opinions. That cares about everybody's opinions about them. That bee's about to come down. So I'm keeping a watchful eye on that dang bee. Those are the people. Those are the negativities. You don't want to be that way. People who genuinely don't care what other people are doing live so much more happier, much more fulfilled life. You see those cosplayers and they're having the time of their lives. What keeps us stuck and not confident is caring what other people think. Like that's really like the main message. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because I've been like literally yapathon on hannahmars.org. I'm like thinking when I'm talking, I'm like, hey, how am I gonna edit this together? Hopefully this has reached you. Hopefully it has made some sort of positive impact on you. If it has, feel free to subscribe. I kind of like doing more spiritually based content. I have a few videos lined up actually. So if you want to subscribe to that, if you want to comment down below questions you have, like I'll be free to answer. Like I made this whole video, I'll definitely be able to answer a specific question. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.